meeting to order at 9:37. President Bill McGowan, Paul Kears, Wayne Sawchuk, Carol Rowe. First order of business will be our next meeting, which will be the 11th of July. All right.
Yep.
So we have a quick agenda here. The FR Mahoney, I'll start with, I think, the easiest one first. The FR Mahoney, all I was looking for is what have we done in the past? I know we paid the bills for like the beach. We paid the bill for a couple other places, but I just want to know if we have a mechanism. If anyone goes back in time and starts saying, how come they paid that? Is there some paperwork, something that says, yeah, this is what we do?
Okay.
That's all I was
In this particular case, and actually I was involved with the installation of the sewer. The town paid the sewer and water connections.
Yeah.
And so if they paid for the sewer pump and that installation, there was nothing that sort of said that in 13 years when it breaks that we'll take care of it. And I think that the obligation is with the town. And I think that it raises the situation of what is our policy, which we don't have a policy, and should we have a policy? Like the town put in the senior center one and paid for it, going across the street and doing that work, or I guess the building committee paid. So the town I think paid for it for that part. And then there are the Legion I think has I don't know if they're in Gravity, they're probably on Gravity, but I don't know if we know where all the pumps are that the town that connects to town properties.
Yeah, I don't know. That just sort of, got me. It's like, okay, so, 5, 6, 10 years from now, somebody's going through this, and the same thing comes up.
Yeah, but I think
should be something that says, yes, there's an agreement between the town of Cohasset and the sewer board that they or we will pay for something for the FR Mahoney bills or something else that comes up.
Right. And I don't know, I don't remember whether there was any communication between me and the sewer department at that point in time in terms of, now, I don't even know if the sewer department was notified that there was a problem there. And because this problem actually was about 2 weeks old where the raw sewer was going out, there was a backflow preventer from having sewer go to the pump. But the pump failed and the backflow preventer would have been taking care of that. But the grease trap was gravity fed from the kitchen above. And so anybody that was on the collection in the building was coming out of the grease trap. And that went on for about 2 weeks before Jack from the committee called me and said, "Jeepers, we've a problem." And then I went down and I said, "Jeepers, this is a problem." And then I was there so I called Jay in the Mahoney, which went out to Western Massachusetts somewhere, and they sent someone the next day, and the solution was that he rebuilt the whole thing right on the property took about 4 hours too. So I suggested that build the sewer department for it because I didn't know who to, else to build. So that's the case of it. And Billy, you're right about, we don't have policies for this. It's and sometimes it's the urgency that we have to do. Like when some of the bills that we pay when when there's a rupture on the lines and who's supposed to pay for it and stuff like that.
Well,
yeah,
I think
Sandy Beach has the bathhouse and kitchen there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they've done that, and I don't think we charge them.
So
because it's
I would make a
actually,
recommendation, that we actually pay this, so that FR Mahoney doesn't get mad at us, but then we don't drop it with the town, with, say, do we split it in half? How much is the bill anyway, do we know?
$1,200.
Oh.
And the cost of a new pump is about $8,000 or something now, or some $6,000 or $8,000.
Yeah,
Well,
So,
if you guys agree, I'd say let's just pay it, but then let's figure out what the next event is and who takes care of it and why.
Right.
Pardon me.
I second the motion
Okay,
to pay the bill.
yeah, all right, I will, do a roll call, Bill McGowan, aye.
Paul Kearsarge.
Wayne Sawchuck, aye.
Now, the other item is the Weir River abatement, which I agree, if it's not really us, it should be taken care of. We should abate it. I think the only reason I want to do a vote on that is that it was at the last meeting that I didn't get to, so, and I think it was on the agenda, and would have been voted, so unless somebody has an opposition to it, I don't care one way or another. I think we have to.
We did vote to approve it.
Oh, you
it's just
did?
that- Yeah, so Carol has
Oh.
the amount incorrect.
For the National Grid bill?
No, for Weir
Weir
River, I think
River.
there was a mistake on the invoice.
Oh, yes, when I put the amount in, I put the amount for the full bill. And Brenda sent me an email saying that it should have only been for 177.82 instead of the 422, 442 or 242 that I had stated. So she suggested that I go before the board to make a motion to have the change made so that I can give it to finance or to the treasurer's department.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the amendment to the Ware River bill.
Second,
We'll do a roll call. Bill McGowan, aye.
Paul Kearsarge.
Wayne Sawchuck, aye.
National Grid. They're whacking us for a sizable amount of money, yet they can't tell us what it's for.
Yeah. I
Makes a
contacted them
lot of
3
sense to me.
times.
I'm gonna send a bill into the sewer, into the town. I don't know what I don't know what we do to.
But they came up with an amount, so there's a way that they calculated the
Yeah, well, yeah,
$9,000.
I know, there's an amount. I don't have it here in front of me, but how much is it, Carol?
$9,241.87.
Okay, can they give us the poll number and location, an address?
Well, I have Smith Place poll number 4.
Misplaced?
Smith,
So Smith Place,
yes,
poll 4?
yes.
Okay. So that's most likely, I'll be happy to drive down there and get it. Most likely it's the that pump station,
Mhm.
right? And
Yes.
did they give a meter number by any chance?
Let's see. Yes,
Okay, can you just read it off?
058 588
Mhm.
11.
Okay. I'll be happy this morning to
Yeah,
down there.
that'd be fine, Wayne. I think the thing that, having looked at, electric bills going to the town for 100 years, they typically give you, like 2 meter readings, and what the difference from one to the other is what they're billing us, and they haven't done that here. It's just.
What's the
they're telling us-
frequency? What's the frequency of billing moving forward? Are they gonna forget another 10 years, or are they gonna bill us every year or every quarter?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think that we should go into, the treasurer in terms of, they're going to have a meter number, just like that was read to me on the bill. And if we can go back a certain number of months, or they, it sounds like it may never have been paid, but I would imagine that the $9,000 is for, if you look at any of the other pump stations, like the end of Parker Avenue, okay, and see what the bill costs for that pump station, or the one in the Veterans Project or something like that, you're going to get an idea from those other bills of what the monthly cost is. And then we could do a little calculation or see,
Well,
because that pump
according-
station's been there for years. 20 years, 25 years.
according to
So-
the bill that I gave you.
Yep.
It looks like the monthly charge is $88.25. But this bill was set up 3/27/06. And it doesn't look like it's been paid since they set it up.
And it's only for 88,729
That's for 1 month.
for one. So that's like almost nothing. So did you divided that into the 9,200 and got the number of months as approximate?
Should be 104 quarters. It's quarterly, or is that monthly was the $88?
I don't-
$88 a month, yes.
Okay, so that's 8 years, 8.5 years.
To 06,
So,
016,
So take
18,
2024
18
minus
years.
minus 9, it brings us to 2015.
What about if it was first billed on 3/27/06? That's 18 years ago, right? Something
Yeah,
like that.
so we've been paying the bill up until 2015, according to the calculations, because if it's $88 a month into the 9,000, it's basically 9 years that hadn't been paid, which brings us to 2015.
Carol, have you called them at all and say, what's going on here?
I've called them 3 times and they said that they cannot provide me any backup.
So why don't you ask to escalate it to the next level?
Okay,
And I'd also go down to the treasurer, see if this has happened before, or if we've been billed on this, Paul. I mean, have we paid them for this? And my thought is we might have.
I don't show, since I've been here, we've not paid this bill.
Right, but the town could be paying it, we don't know it. And
Yeah,
we're
well, that's-
getting,
Okay.
and now National Grid's double dipping, I don't know.
Okay, so what I will do is I'll contact the treasurer and I'll contact
I find
National
it hard
Grid.
to believe that we get, we have 14 pumping stations, and if they all have their own meters, are we getting 14 bills a quarter from National Grid? Why would we get a separate bill just for this pumping station?
Don't electric is billed monthly though, right?
Yes,
Yeah, so we should be getting a bill every month
and we have not been.
Right.
for this
But we
account.
as the sewer have not been. The town
Right.
could be paying these bills, not knowing that they go to sewer.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Right, because it's not gonna say that it's the plant. It's just gonna say, this is meter number 0558811. And the amount is this, and it's not gonna necessarily show the pole number. That's just something that I know from dealing with them that, that's where it's coming from.
So the town should be able to pull National Grid bills. If they have meters numbers on the invoices, then we should be able to figure out
Right,
if there is one or not, yeah.
so,
we have flood abatement or flood mitigation on the agenda. Brian is not here.
no, he's not.
So we could probably table that to the next one, to the next.
Okay,
I also want on the agenda for Brian is, for him to explain to us the Deer Hill repair grant that was on the town warrant.
I'm sorry, say that again, please.
There was a repair to the Deer Hill system for sewer. It was
Okay.
under a grant that was on the warrant that got passed at town meeting. I don't remember any of us discussing it in a board meeting.
Was that the pipe that sort of, did a dip like and a crack down at the bottom of it? There was some discussion about one of the schools had a problem with their sewer pipe.
right, that's Sandy, that's the Deer Hill School. And it is just, it's not leaked, but it has, that bow in it from settling, okay? And I think Rosano Davis gave us a price between $30,000 and $40,000 to do it. But I don't think we ever said, go ahead and do it, because it wasn't something, it wasn't causing a problem. It was just when they video cambered the lines and stuff, maybe there was some sediment that collected in it, because that
Is this something that we discovered?
That portion is the gravity portion. So it's going from the pump station by gravity. And so sometimes it can get a buildup. I doubt there's a grease trap or anything like that for the school.
Is this from the school to the pumping station?
No, I think it's from the pumping station. Well, let's see how this is going now.
Going down Sawyer to the sewer
Yeah.
plant? So we wouldn't have discovered any of this when we were up there doing the whole Cook Estate thing.
No, I don't. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
trying to think of whether.
Yeah, because
Whether
the question I have then, if that's the case, why do we have a
Well,
grant
that's going to have to pump.
approved?
Yeah, that's going to be, that has to be pumped though from Deer Hill to the new, actually up to Pleasant Street. It didn't go down Sawyer Street.
Okay, so it goes over to Pleasant and then down.
So it has to be that, so that's, yeah, so it's going up to Pleasant. But it was the section that went from, I don't know.
Because then it's gotta go,
Carol, you should have some correspondence on that, because.
So is
Rosano
Osgood
Davis-
does
you know.
Osgood have a pumping station or are they on straight gravity from there?
That's a good question. I think they might have cut through the woods, but I don't
Yeah.
know.
Okay,
And you said I should have correspondence on,
so I want to know what the grant was for. And how we got the grant, I don't know. Because it's the school sewer problem, maybe they got money from some school DARPA COVID pile, I don't know.
Yeah,
okay.
You know what I mean? So
I'll find out.
and what did they put down? I thought it was like 75 or 65 or something,
it has like
What was-
60.
which was more than what the quote was from the other folks, but we don't know what it is.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's matching either. I don't know if we have to come up with 20% or what, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It looks like Brenda has a meeting set up in 5 minutes, so she's gonna bump us out of here. But that was all that was on the agenda. When do you want to have the next meeting?
We said July 11th.
Thursday?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay,
can we somehow petition Brenda in the town to give us an hour?
We
Um,
usually
well,
do it because we
normally we
bumped
do
it to
the-
a Thursday, yeah.
right. Normally we
No,
do
I
them
know,
on
but-
Wednesday and it doesn't interfere with her meetings.
We'll see if you can see if we can get the full
So-
hour see if you can get the full hour on July 11th.
Yeah,
Okay, I will. I'll ask her.
Maybe she can bump hers.
Okay,
We can give her our Wednesday spot.
all right. I'll let her know.
Okay,
anything else, guys?
Nope.
can't think of anything.
All right, I'll make a motion that we adjourn,
Second,
and we'll do a roll call. Bill McGowan, aye.
All KSI.
Wayne Sawchuck, aye.
All right, see you later, gentlemen.
Well,
Thank
Thank you.
Have a
see you in
good
the harbor on the 4th of July weekend.
one. Yeah, right. I'm going inland on that one.
Yeah,
Enjoy your 4th.
All right, bye-bye.
Right. Take care.